Alright, welcome back, Generals, to another Let's Fix Generals 0 Hour to make the best game ever. Good, so what do? I wanted to finalize some of these changes that we have piled up here. Make game compile. What about this one here? Outdated, let me see. Just that is necessary. Const type name. Let me see. Const type name seems to work. I updated PR. Well, that's that's simple. That's amazing change. Amazing change. That's a nice improvement. Okay. It's core. Core. Okay. Okay, so which change do we tackle first? Maybe this one? Maybe not. Let's see if someone says anything. Okay, so these three here, this one, and this one would be up for merging now, and then this one here as well. Maybe I can merge it tomorrow just in case I got something wrong in my measurement of the impact. Good. Fix assertion errors on game launch. This one we need to replicate to generals. How about we merge this one first? We also need to replicate this. Okay, then let's take this guy. Oh, hold on. I need to revert this here. Okay, so I think we can first get latest. Yeah. Okay, latest and rebase. Okay, and then okay. Okay, so here we have a discrepancy. Okay. Why? Okay. This looks different. Okay. Yeah, okay. So we need to put it in here. And yeah. Yeah. So replicate in generals. Yeah. Okay, now I push that. Oh, we had a typing error here. Hold on. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Initialize. Yeah. Fix typing error. Good. Fix. very nice. Okay. Then we have that, and we can put it. I need some water. All right, so let's double check that that this is correct. So that was the in here, right? Right, it didn't match because of this here. There's a difference. Oh. Very strange. Okay. Replicate it to generals with conflicts. With conflicts. We take this here. Copy. Good, then we wait for this to finish building. This one we can then close. We say obsolete it. Delete branch. Okay. Okay. Then let's replicate this guy here. Fix memory intense verify. Fix memory intense verify. So here we need to also replicate it. Yeah. So we take this guy. Paste. Paste. Okay, here we also have a problem. Okay, let's search for this one here. Yeah. Okay. Move it down here. Okay, that should do it. Replicate in generals without... No, just replicate in generals. Yeah. There we go. Okay. I can reset this. Good, then we got this one and we can go ahead and put a checkbox in here. And then we say replicate it into generals with conflicts. Copy. Okay, let's verify that this looks proper. Put here at the bottom. Should be good. Good, then we have that. And now we have one more. So we first merge this one, then we merge this one. And we still have this guy here. Omniblade is happy with it. It also needs to be replicated. Look at that. RTS internal stuff merged in. Right, so we have big conflicts. Well, small conflict, one file. Not that big. Good. Add git version info. Okay. Rebase. And conflicts. Oof. Oof. Why is that? Hold on. Oh, that's why. Okay. Don't save. No. Abort rebase. Yes. Yes. Abort. Let's do a merge. Yes. Okay, this music is a little bit annoying now. Good. So. Right, here we remove the trailing new line. Yeah. Trailing new line. Okay, I think that's it, right? We just remove the new lines and we're good to go. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, now the question is, will this allow us to easily replicate these things to generals? Oops. I'm not sure. I didn't think about that before. Yeah. How do we, if we do merging, how do we? Well, let's just try. Let's see what happens. We could just go from here. Where are we? Here. Here. So this is the start change. I don't know what will happen. Maybe the whole thing falls apart. Let's see. Paste. And we go back up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oof. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that doesn't work. Oof. Yeah. Okay, I think what we need to do is we need to we need to reset. Oh boy. So we reset the current branch to here. Hard reset. Boom. Okay. Super hard reset. I hope I reset it to the correct one. Yeah, demystify code names. Okay. Okay, so we have that. Then the next step, we do now actually make a rebase. And we properly fix the merge conflicts, which probably will be challenging. Okay, so this one, we simply do that and that. Version. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, what do we do here? We deleted this thing, right? That was it. Should we just delete the whole shit? Yeah. Okay, let's hope that this is correct. Continue rebase up to the next one, next conflict. Thank you. Okay, next. I think here we take this, and then we remove all the new lines. Good. Get ASCII version. Yeah, blah blah. Okay. Yeah, so here we just do that. Yeah. And that. No. We delete this one down here. Like this. Okay. Continue. Yeah, the next one. this shit again. Okay. Okay, I hope that this still builds now. It could be all wrong. Okay, let's see if it compiles. Let's debug, okay. Good. Okay, we first need to test that the 0-hour versioning still looks correct. And then we can replicate it to generals. Gun hub. Okay, so that is built, that's good. All right. Poor mismatch, yeah. Okay. So it says debug R. It also shows a hash. Is that? Ah, it's because it's debug. Right. Why is it so slow? What is this? Oh, that's some Godspeed here. Where's it hanging? What is this? Let's see if it stops anywhere interesting. It stops in NTDLL. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't know why it's so slow right now. Doesn't make any sense. Garrison points not initted. Huh? Okay, I have no idea why the game is so laggy right now. That is already it does its parsing again, of course. That's why. Okay, so okay, so the version shows here correctly. Yeah. Then let's test this also with without debug. Okay, we need to build that. Okay, so this one is ready to merge. There. Okay, while this compiles, let me replicate it already to generals. All right, this one. Okay, there's a conflict here. Multiple ones. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, I think this git info stuff, that's not supposed to be here. Can probably reset that. Okay. Okay, so we are looking for this one here, maybe. Main menu. Yeah. Why was this not deleted then? Strange. Okay. Gone. Good. What do we have here? Static void init label version. Static void init label version. Okay. have no idea why he's not able to find these things. It looks like this should have been straightforward. No? Strange. Okay, but we have manually fixed these, but not yet this one. Oh boy, let's search for this line here. I don't know what's different here. That's some bullshit again. Build version. We'll do move this. Okay. Okay. Save all. We're good. Good to go. Look at that. Yeah. Get info. Okay, we should probably build this once with generals. Let's also take debug. Generates. Yeah. Okay. Reset. Okay, while we wait for the compilation, I think we can merge this guy here. Yeah. Initialization issues. Initialization, yeah. I always have to read it twice or 3 times just to make sure that there's no typo in this word. Okay. Confirm. Squash and merge. Okay, and then we can merge this guy here. Fix the session, everything can merge. Fix assertion errors on game launch with memory pool intensive verifier. Good. Then next. We have to wait. Yeah. I don't think the compiler could fully unroll this, as it has no idea how large leftover times valid data might become. Oh. Overall, it saved 3 jumps up at the end in the worst case. Probably not masses gained. I still think the biggest gains here will be obtained once we improve the cache coherency of the data being passed into the Xfer. Mostly we're putting all the data that gets CSC per object into structures or tightly packing them inside the parent object. The compiler doesn't unroll this loop. It should have a pretty good idea though, because of the N3. How about we make a performance test with this after we're done with this? Okay, so this has compiled. That's fantastic. Then we have... Let's launch generals once. Why is the window so small? Oh, it's getting very tight down here. But it looks good, right? But it gets tight, yeah. If the name here is a bit longer, it might clip over, but it's only in debug. Okay, so what we need to do is so it works. That's good. Then let's merge this as replicate to generals. Or replicate in generals. In tin generals, tin generals. Jesus. Jesus. Okay, and then we push that guy. No, we need to rebase one more time because we just merged two changes. Just to make sure. Although I think there are no overlaps, maybe. This one. Okay, let's push that. Okay, let's remove debug and try it without a debug. Meantime, this will be building, and when we're done with this one, let's do a performance test for this guy here. Oof. What is this? What did we do in WinMain? Let me save that, whatever that is. What is it? Oh. What is this? What is this? Where does this come from? Huh? What? What is this here? I don't get it. That's wild. Okay, let's see if the changes to the files look about the same. Yeah. Game text. Options menu. Main menu. Oh my gosh, the cursor is so slow. Oh boy. Okay, well, it looks like we have it in sync. Maybe. Why was this necessary? Resources? Ah, because we added this to resources here. The CPP. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Okay. Good. Create resources. Okay, that is built. And let's do update here. Okay, let's see how that looks. Oh, and the next will be version 600. Look at that. Version 1.8, revision 599. And the name is just is currently the last commit author. Obviously, in the final release, we want to put some publisher name there, some proper one. It shouldn't be like this, right? Okay, but this looks pretty decent. Let me remove here the Gentool text, maybe. It looks pretty cool. Do we already have an image in there? Let me see. We do. In general, this text looks much better because they actually have it bold in here. And here it's not bold. It's probably bold because we have a different resolution. Hold on. If we set it to that. Oh, then it's also small. So it gets bigger when we have a bigger resolution. Okay, cool. Then, yeah, we can merge that once that is built. Okay, replicate it in generals with conflicts. Conflicts. Rebased domain with LF fixes, LF changes. Logging. Okay. Good. Then while we wait for this, let's get Mauler's change regarding the CRC. I would like to make a performance test on this. Before we do that, let's first get this out. Yeah. Just 0 hour, please. Good, and then we go to Xfer implement. No, what's it called? This one here. Okay, so Xfer implementation. Add CSC, XferCRC. Okay, so I think what we need to do is we take this guy. So this is the original implementation. Yeah, Notepad. And then we take add CSC, right? Add CSC. So this is also original. Okay, so these are the original ones. Then we go to Mauler's change, and which is the refactor Xfer here. Then we put it into a new branch and we call it Mauler refactor. There we go. All right, Mauler, there we go. Somehow tracking is disabled. It's too bad. But it's okay. Okay. All right. So that's his change here. Okay. So what we do? We have this add CSC. It's inline. Huh. How does that work? how do we do it? We have an XferCRC, Xfer snapshot. Where's Xfer implementation call? It's a virtual function. Oof. Is this called on snapshot or where's this called? Who's calling this? Xfer unsigned in. Okay, I think so this function already calls add CSC, right? So we only need to test this one function. I would say, so this is a new implementation. It says break, unannotated fall through. Fall through 3 times. Okay, so how do we deal with this? We take, oh boy, here's the essay. Okay, so we put a define up here. Define new CSC, yeah? We do put that on 1, so let's put it on 0 for now. So new CSC, and we say, if new CSC, we do that, else we do that, and if. Okay. Then, so this is the old code. No. And we take that here and put it there, and then we're good to go. And then here we take also the old code. There. So this is if new CSC, else, and if. All right. Okay, and then we say we go to our win-main function, and we place a new test in there. After the memory manager initialization, and we copy the code that we had down here. Okay, how do we test it? We test it. We would like to test it side by side, right? How about... How about we have Xfer unsigned. Let's do unsigned. how about we do XFer unsigned int new, oh, old. Let's say original. How about that? Original. And here we call original. Original. Okay. So this XFer implementation, what is this? It is a virtual call. Oh my gosh. XFer load. Ugh. XFer load. So we have a XFer implementation original. No. XferCRC. Oh, it's doing that. Let's go to XFer. XFer. There we go. Virtual void. XFer implementation original. We make it a pure virtual. XferCRC original. There we go. What does this do? Ooh. Okay, what we should do is we should not make it a pure virtual. Instead we make it like so. And we do it an inline void add CSC, and we take this guy, and we also take an original one here. There we go. Then we go here, and we have this one. Then we do here this and this, and we take out that and that. And that, okay. And then we can remove this bullshit here again. No. So we make an original one, original. And this one we'll call add CSC original. There we go. Then we have this guy here. And we do here also an original. There we go. And the original does this and this. And here we remove all this and that. Okay, now we have both side by side. I hope that will compile. Okay, let's go to WinMain. So what we do now is we need to now punch through a lot of data here. Yeah, how do we do that? So we have an XferCRC, right? XferCRC. CSC. Okay, and then in the CSC we say, oh boy, XFer short original and CSC XFer short unsigned int. No, XFer unsigned int. Why can we not call this? We never declared this. Look at that. Original. Okay, back to win main. XferCRC. Incomplete type. Oh boy. Include XferCRC. There we go. Where is it located? Located in common XferCRC. There we go. Okay. Now we can do CRCing. Okay, so we have 10 million iterations. We need to srand. So I think we need to have like a random number int. Let's do, yeah, just do. Let's do a short s1 of var1 some short std rand. There we go. And then unsigned int var2. And then here we do this and this. Okay, so we now just randomly we generate random numbers and we just CRC them 10 million times. Okay, and then here we put the same code down here. Let me copy this guy. Ugh. This guy, and we put it down here, and then here we call the new version. There we go. And somehow it's complaining. Has no member short. Why? Oh, we deleted the original short. Oh, that's not right. We deleted the short. Ugh. There we go. Now, do we have like a bias in this test? We test with relatively short values. So one is 4 and one is 2 bytes. How about we create another one? We do a struct with a char, I don't know, 255. Yeah, and both 255 buffer, and we want to fill it with some stuff, right? So mem, let's struct s var3, and we say memset destination var3 car3 var3 val. We also make another. How about we just do? How about we do var2 var1? We take here short, do like this, and we take here var2 size of var3. And then we do Xfer. There should be like a custom one. Xfer user here. Xfer user original. Make a copy of that and call it Xfer user original. Xfer implementation. And then we go to back to main there, and then Xfer user original. var3 and the size of var3. Okay, then we can take this junk and we put it in here, and here we call this short, and then here this will be new. Okay, this, so the test is exactly the same iteration. Let's see what this gives. Let's put a breakpoint here. We need debug, right? Hold on. RTS debug, yeah. Let me generate that. Oof. Always waiting. I think someone needs to invent a compiler that has 0 compile time. That would be great. Maybe even negative time. -1 second compile time. Yeah, really extra fast. Because this garbage here is way too long. Need to trim that down to -1 seconds. Yeah. Basically, the compiler is quicker done than you press the compile button. Like before you start the compile pressing, it's already done. Like it's so fast. That would be great. Yeah. I don't see that happening. Yeah. Unfortunate. Okay, so we have this bullshit ready. Then let's see if we get a proper measurement out of this, or if it's too long or too short. Yeah. Oof. Okay, that was pretty fast. Old, new, okay, it is faster. Look at that. It is faster. Let's increase the time to 100 million count. Also, we need to verify that the result is the same, right? So we have this one is a CRC1, and then we will have another one, CRC2. Yeah. And then here we expect a debug, asserts, crash, CRC1 dot get CRC equals CRC2 dot get CRC. Now we can also add here some message. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay, let's see. So that is now 100 million iterations on each. Oh, well, I don't know if those srand will actually generate the same random numbers. They might not. In which case we need to change our test. For time measurement, it's okay, but it might give different results. Let me see. Actually, it gives the exact same result. Look at that. Huh. So the random number generator is perfectly deterministic. That's nice. As long as you initialize it with the same seed. Okay, cool. So the time is what? Oof. 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 It is faster. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, what happens if we pass a nothing burger in there? We pass a null. null 0. Will this do anything then? Okay. Let me save this result here. Okay, so that will be XferUser, and we have also a null. I could just take this here. CSC2 null. There we go. Okay. How about we do a XferUser null and 1, or var 3 and 1. There we go. Actually, hold on. We should do a 1 here and 0 here. And 1 here and 0 there. Okay, let's try that. Okay. So no CSC mismatch. That's good. And the time. Okay. Cool. It is more than twice as fast. That's pretty cool. All right, then I will do the following. Reduce cost of XferCRC. Reduce costs of XferCRC by, how much is it? Let's take a calculator. 9203 divided by 2547, 44, or 55% faster. There, 55%. Reduce cost of XferCRC by 55%. Okay, I ran simple So performance tests. So this is the results. This is the code. Performance tests, this, blah, blah, blah. New implementation is about 55% faster. Let's say bravo. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think the performance improvement certainly speaks for this change. The degradation in readability, not so much. Let's look at the code. I mean, okay, so before it was like this. Okay, I mean, it's already quite a bit. Yeah. But it is manageable. It is readable somewhat, right? You have an easy condition up here. Here you just cast. Here you do some looping. And then you call this, and you do the leftovers. You do more looping again, and then you do this here, and one more CRC, and you're done. And here, oof. You have now here some funky statements here. You have a loop here, okay, fair enough. But then you have this down here, oof. And this here, oof. Oof. This one is nice and short though. Yeah. No. Good. Good. Then, yeah. Is there anything else we want to do? Ah, we still want to merge this one change here. Yeah. Okay, that has built now. Yeah. Okay, then I think we are good to go and merge this now. Regarding this one here. Oof, what is happening? Why is this loading so slow? Oof. Oof. My gosh. Oh. GitHub is down. Look at that. Oh boy. Well. Is it my connection? Test. Oh, it is my connection. Look at that. It somehow broke. But why? Okay. Yeah, I had a good idea to add a comment for. Well, we are offline. Okay. Well, looks like we can't do anything right now. Okay. Yeah. Good. Well, then I guess the video ends here. The next session we will merge this one change. I wanted to add now some review to this XferCRC change. Yeah, I guess we have to do that next time then as well. Okay. Good. All right. Then I will be right back. Okay, so are we still offline? Yes. Okay, looks like the internet is broken. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, it says no internet access. No, it does say internet access. Huh. That's strange. Okay, there was a message from Ola that almost delivered, but it looks like something is wrong here with my connection. Yeah. Good. Then, yeah, I think I can end it here. Yeah. Good. Then I wish you a great day or night. Until next time. Goodbye.